Good day. It is March 31st. We are now through with 1/4 of the year. How about that? And today we continue in John 16, doing verses 19 through 24, and Proverbs 31. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. It's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Begin John 16, starting at verse 19. Now Jesus knew that they desired to ask him, and he said to them, Are you inquiring among yourselves about what I said? A little while, and you will not see me, and again in a little while, and you will see me. 20. Most assuredly, I say to you, that you will weep and lament, but the world will rejoice, and you will be made sorrowful, but your sorrow will be turned into joy. 21. A woman, when she is old in labor, has sorrow because her hour has come. But as soon as she has given birth to the child, she no longer remembers the anguish for the joy that a human being has been born unto her, into the world. 22. Therefore you now have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart will rejoice, and your joy no one will take from you. 23. And in that day you will ask me nothing. Most assuredly I say to you, whatever you ask the Father in my name, he will give you. 24. Until now you have asked nothing in my name. Ask and you will receive, that your joy may be full. Okay, again, he's giving them last minute instructions, advice, that sort of thing, before he goes off to be arrested and crucified. Not a good way of putting it. Anyways, verse 19, the first part of 19. Now Jesus knew they desired to ask him, and he said to them, Are you inquiring among yourselves about what I said? He perceived, and he was concerned. The next part of 19. Are you inquiring among yourselves about what I said? A little while, and you will not see me, and again, in a little while you will see me. He's clarifying, making sure that they understand what he's answering. 20. Most assuredly I say to you, that you will weep and lament, but the world will rejoice, and you will be sorrowful, but your sorrow will be turned into joy. Okay, saying you're going to be sorrowful and weep and lament because I am crucified. The world will rejoice that I'm crucified. Remember what the mob was saying? But you're only going to weep for a little while, and then your sorrow will be turned to joy. 21. A woman, when she is in labor, has sorrow because her hour has come. But as soon as she has given birth to the child, she no longer remembers the anguish for the joy that a human being has been born into the world. When she's in pain, the process of giving birth, she is in extreme pain. But when the baby is born, she's joyful and forgets about the pain that happened. 22. Therefore, because of that, you now have sorrow, because right now we're in the anguish part. But I will see you again, and your heart will rejoice, and your joy no one will take from you. When you see me again, or when I see you again, you have joy that no one can take from you. You have sorrow for now, but that's going to be taken from you. 23. And in that day you will ask me nothing. Most assuredly I say to you, whatever you ask the Father in my name, he will give you. This is from Pentecost. Now, you ask me nothing, but you're going to be asking the Father through me, is what he's saying. And that he will give to you. 24. Until now you have asked nothing in my name. In other words, they asked him directly. They didn't ask they didn't ask the Father in his name. Asking you will receive, that your joy may be full. You did not fully know before what everything was, but now that the Father will be glorified, and that's so wonderful. Proverbs 31. This is A long one. Well, not that long. Okay, the words of King Lemuel, the burden wherewith his mother corrected him. His mother's correcting him. What, my son? What, O son of my womb? What, O son of my vows? This is lovingly and given with ardent affection. Give not thy strength unto woman, unto women, nor thy ways which destroyeth kings. Beware, in other words, beware of lust and immorality. 4. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes to say, where's strong drink? In other words, don't get drunk. Probably shouldn't drink if you're in a position of leadership. 5. Lest they drink and forget what is decreed, and pervert the justice due to any that is afflicted. In other words, your judgment is going to be impaired. 6. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto the bitter in soul. 7. Let him drink, forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more. 8. Open thy mouth for the dumb, and the cause of all such appointed to destruction. In other words, people who are going to die and being persecuted, open your mouth. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and the needy. Take care for those who can't speak for themselves. Now this is Proverbs 31. This is the part where the Proverbs 31 woman comes from. And this is the ideal godly woman. By the way, she's not a servant nor slave. Verse 10. A woman of valor who can find, for her price is far above rubies. She is valuable. 11. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, and he will lack no gain. He gains from her thrift. He trusts her. 12. She doeth him good, and not evil, all the days of her life. She does what's best. 13. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She busies herself. She is not lazy or slothful. 14. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She gets stuff from where it is and what she needs. 15. She rises also when it is night, and giveth food to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She rises early to care for her household, and assigns tax. 16. She considereth the field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hand she planteth a vineyard. She is industrious. 17. She girdeth her loins with strength, and maketh strong her arms. 18. She perceiveth her merchandise is good, and her lamp goes not out at night. She works till the job is done. 19. She layeth her hands to the distaff, and her hands hold the spindle. 20. She stretches out her hand to the poor. Yea, she reaches forth her hands to the needy. She is generous. 15 or 21. She is not afraid of the snow for her household. For her household are all clothed with scarlet. She is prepared. 22. She maketh for herself coverlets, and everything is fine linen and purple. She has the best stuff. 23. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. Her husband is well respected. Being in the gates means you help settle disputes and contracts and stuff like that. 24. She maketh linen garments and selleth them, delivereth girdles unto the merchant. 25. Strength and dignity are her clothing. She laugheth at the time she comes. She rejoices with confidence. 26. She opened her mouth with wisdom, and the law of kindness is in her tongue. She is kind. 27. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. She tends to every detail. 28. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and praises her. 29. Many daughters are done valiantly, but thou excellest of them all. 30. Grace is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth Yahweh, she shall be praised. She knows what's best. And 31. Give her the fruit of her hands, and let her works praise her in the gates. Let her works speak for themselves. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, And reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you. So do I.